Hello, hello, hello. I was just hitting the unmute button. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully, you guys are having a great, wonderful evening. It is the 4th of December. I'm just going to put some chapstick on. Sorry. I usually do this before I click the live, but I didn't have time that time. So welcome in. If you are new to the channel and this is your first time here, hi, hello. My name is Tanya or TitaniumBuilt. You can call me either or. I don't prefer one over the other. If you're a returning Titan and you're coming back for another live, thanks so much for coming back. I do appreciate that. Twice as much, because that means I got you to come back again. And if you're coming back for, even more than one, it's even better. But welcome in, welcome in. I saw some people chit-chatting. Usually I'm a little bit more in the chat than I was tonight, but look at that. Ashley Higgins got first. Well, welcome in, everybody. I'll just say hi to a few people. I see that we have some people in here tonight, so I won't say hi to everybody. But hey, Ladybug. Hey, Hummingbird. Hey, Mike. Welcome in. Hey, Princess. It's good to see you. Hey, Captain. Nick is a snake rat. Hey, clown, etc. Yeah, you hit them all. Hey, Lori. You hit them all. Hey, Nash Native. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh, watch out. Hey, Bluefish. Welcome in. They're coming. The dogs are here. Hey, Mary Beth. They did not want nothing to do with me. Okay, hold on one second. Let me grab them. Oh, whoops. Hold on one second. I just ran over my phone cord, so that wasn't quite good, but that's okay. Let me grab the girl. Where's your sister? Is she staying out there? Okay. You're in. You're in now. You're in for the long haul. So go ahead and get in your bed. We've got things to talk about tonight. If we hear Araya, we'll let her in. Sorry. If you're new to the channel, I have dogs and they do what they want. Let's just say they do what they want. Did you see my thumbnail? That's Nick on there. I was trying to get a good picture, but my trigger finger wasn't doing very well. Hey, Blondini. It's good to see everybody. Hey, Kels. Hey, Ioana. Hey, Tibbo. Hey, Sailor George. Hey, Faith. I said hi to Princess. Well, you guys were in here just chit-chatting it up. Hey, Carl. Hey, Catherine. I think I said hey to Catherine, but just making sure. Hey, April Wine. Hey, 505 Things. Thank you. Oh, yeah, and then their trees are lit. Hey, just a YouTuber. I forgot to show you. I forgot to tell you. Well, I mean, you guys saw them probably in the background, but they are lit and they're over where they need to be. We put those together last night. We did a Christmas special. If you guys missed it and you want to go back and check it out, it was fun. We had a good time. We talked about different true crime cases, some that we don't really cover, some that we do cover. We talked about all kinds of stuff. So we got them over there. They're blue, white, and silver, like bigger bulbs. And then the smaller tree has smaller bulbs and has little crosses and little angels. It was my mom's decoration, so I put hers on there. You got your puppies a year ago today, true crime. Oh my gosh, I bet they're so big. I bet they're completely different than when you first got them. That's really cool. Well, if you guys don't mind, before we get started, we'll get started here in just a moment. Take a second, hit the like button, all the buttons, we ask you to do. If you're in the bushes and you're not in the chat, come into the chat, say hello. We'd love to have you, we really would. If you decide, I know I have it on subscriber only. If you decide, hey, I don't like this lady, then, you can always unsubscribe. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started here. But I do appreciate you guys being here. We have 138 people in here and we have how many likes? We are at 63. So I know y'all can do better than that. You guys are always good with the likes. So let's, what did I do to this before coming on? Okay. Let's fix my stuff here. But tonight we're going to be debunking some things that are going around the internet and just have a few laughs while we do it. A lot of people have already talked about this. We talked about the post, and I believe I don't know if we went to the website together last night, but I went on their website And as soon as I went on there, I could tell that it looked like a website that Nick built. At first, I really thought it was like a website that he built because it wasn't even put together yet. Like the website wasn't even all the way fully functional. Normally, if it's not fully functional, you're not in business as of yet. So I thought maybe it was him. But apparently it is a company, and you're going to find out about them tonight. So it's a satellite company. If you haven't already heard on the streets. So I wanted to touch up on this CPS reports since I didn't get to do them last night, and I wrote out some notes. So I just wanted to. So if you see me looking up, that's why I'm looking up at my notes. Hey, Sunday Doodles. Hey, Proud Mimi. Oh, I can't chat. But you've been a member for 2 months. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Both of you, thank you. Look at that, 75. I knew it. So the CPS reports. Okay. Let's say that they're true, right? Which I don't know. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they're not true. I don't care to know. I really don't need to know either way. It's not really my business. But since it's already out there on the internet, I'm just going to put my 2 cents in, So do you think that it could have been because of the custody battle between Chris and Nina? Like something to do with that? I'm just wondering. I'm just pulling things out of my butt here because really I really am. Because I don't know why there would be that many if it was true. I don't believe that they would keep Sebastian in the house. We talked about that. Like if it was true, I don't think that they would let Faith come and stay with them for the summer if these allegations were true. But I figured I would, give you a couple of things of reasonings of why I think that there could be CPS reports. Now, this would be more, I think, on Katie. So I don't know if this would be it. But I know there's a creator, and she probably won't even care if I say her name, but she takes care of her nieces, and I'm sure everyone will know who I'm talking about. And I know that she says on her lives, like she publicly has said, that she has called CPS on herself in order to gain resources for her nieces. And so I'm wondering if it could have been something like that, but that would have been more on Katie and I believe than Chris. And so I don't know if that would be really what this is, but Captain thinks it's all lies. Thank you, Sunday Doodles, for gifting a membership. It's very kind. Is that your cat? I probably asked you that before. Man, everybody has the coolest animals. Lies, lies, lies. Yeah. I just don't, hey, Aries, I just don't, I don't see them being true. You had Sebastian was, he was living in the home with Chris there. I mean, it wasn't like Chris was living in the camper full time. He was only living in there because, he was going to work. So I have a feeling people will probably say that's a reason why he's like living in the camper or something, people were even saying they were like they were trying to say that Chris said it's between him or Sebastian to Katie, and Katie had to pick. And I'm like, are you like, do people realize how ridiculous that sounds? I mean, I think that we all know that Katie loves her son. And I think that we all know that Katie would be like, see ya, if that came, to play. I don't think she has any problems saying see ya. Do you know what I mean? If she needs to. Hey, Tennessee gal. Hey, Walt. I didn't see Walt. Hey, Walt. There you are. Hey, Newfie. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. He's not a member of the Mensa, no. But we are going to have some laughs. And there is a video. Did I pull that video? I did. Okay. Man. We'll have to watch it here in a minute. But White Boy Lockdown Radio did a video, and he calls Subaru Steve. Because Subaru Steve put out his phone number, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. Very funny. It was extremely funny. So we'll watch it. We'll watch some of it. So let me pull this up because I put in Google. We've heard, you know, things of Sebastian maybe having a diagnosis, another diagnosis. So instead of putting the diagnosis in, because I don't think that's really my business to really talk about the diagnosis, but I did put into Google, can you reach out to CPS for an unruly child? And I'm not saying that Sebastian was, let's just get that straight, because I don't think that he was. I don't, that's just my personal opinion, but I want to cover everybody's bases. I'll put me down here and I'll put that up here. So this is what Google told me. And I just it just asked me if I wanted to put it into a Google Doc. And I was like, I sure do. Thank you. Like, help me out. But it says, yes, you can reach out to Child Protective Services if you have an unruly child. But it's important to understand that simply giving a child who is difficult to manage is usually not considered grounds for a CPS investigation. However, if the child's behavior is causing serious safety concerns or potential harm to themselves or others, then contacting CPS to seek guidance and support might be appropriate. Now, they might have, been doing stuff with his maybe autism before the autism diagnoses came. And I don't know. I'm just thinking that maybe they could have reached out and tried to contact CPS that way and like for help. Because you guys are parents. A lot of you guys are parents in here. If I had a child that was like, that had a problem that I thought they needed to see like a therapist, right? I should know this because I'm an adult and I know how to do it, but do you just call like the local, wherever you're like, whoever therapy, just like look up therapist and get them in that way? Or is there like a certain way do you do this? Like, do you go through job and family services a lot of times to get help, or would you do CPS? I would think maybe you would do more of like a job and family services. Hey, Allie. Hey, JC. I'm like, Hey, Gone Girl, look at that. Gifted 10 memberships. Hey, Hindsight. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind. Thank you. If you got gifted by anybody tonight, make sure that you tell them thank you. For some reason, Aries, I don't know why it won't gift you any. It gifts you, I think, so much, and then it just like hates you now. It's just like bye, Aries, and I'm like, no, we want Aries green. It's like everywhere. It's like everywhere though. You're like blacklisted from the from YouTube right now. But it just shows you key points to consider. Consult other options first. Like parenting classes, family counseling, or consulting with a child developmental specialist to address your child's behavioral issues. Serious concerns only. Reach out to CPS if your child's behavior involves severe aggression, self-harm, neglectful behavior, or situations where they are at significant risk due to their actions. Focus on safety. Transparency is key. Be honest about your child's situation and your efforts to manage their behavior. What CPS might do in such a situation: assess the situation. A CPS worker will likely conduct an evaluation of your family's dynamics and child's behavior to determine if there is a legitimate concern for the child's safety. Provide support and referrals. If the situation is not considered abusive or neglectful, CPS may offer parenting resources and community support programs, or connect you with appropriate professionals to address your child's behavior. See, so maybe, I don't know. I just feel like if there are 5 CPS reports out there, there's a damn good reason why. And it's not hitting or like whipping a kid with a belt or any of that, It's just not, in my opinion. Okay. Man, I wrote a lot out right there. Also, if They were having, like, problems with Sebastian because, like, that has come up. Why would Seth give it another year? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if Chris had these 5 protective orders or, I mean, CPS, I'm sorry, not 5 protective orders, that's Betty. 4. CPS calls, 5 CPS calls on him. Why would Seth leave him in the home for another year? All willy-nilly like. Like, that's what I don't get. It's grants for families to cover the cost of counseling because of my grandson's behavior. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was kinda like, I don't get that. Seth claims he didn't know. But you get him every 2 weeks. He's your son. He's your boy. What do you mean? You should I mean, wouldn't that be something that Katie would tell Seth? Pretty sure, 100% sure, you know. I mean, if she's gonna tell him he has autism, I think she'd tell him everything, I mean, why not? He's the father. And Katie has said herself, he's a great father. Captain, I got a soap to the mouth one time. I came in, I made up a word. I don't even know. My dad used it for years and years and years afterwards. But I was playing with some kids and I don't know, I don't really remember like the before like coming to our apartment at the time. I was really little. It was before my parents even bought their first home. So I was like 5 or 6 playing out front, with the little kids. And maybe 7. I don't think I was that old. I think I was 5 or 6. And I came in and I called my dad, just wait for the word, a bitch offer. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that is. It's not a word, but it should be a word. It should be entered. So my mom like heard it and she's like, we wanted to laugh. Like my dad was laughing. She was like, your father had to leave the room. He was laughing his ass off because my dad was a cusser. My mom wasn't, but my dad never cussed in front of us kids ever. Like he knew better, no cuss word. So like, they were like, where did she just get this from? And they were trying not to laugh. So my mom took me upstairs. I remember her taking me up the stairs to the bathroom. She gave me the soap. And then I told her it tastes good. Do it again. And she's like, I wanted to beat you. She's like, if I ever wanted to beat your butt, it would have been that one time. But I never got, that was the most I've ever gotten. But that was enough. I mean, I was like, I don't think I did it again. I don't think I did. I probably did it again. Yeah, you learned after after a couple of times, yeah. When I call people a clown guy, I just made up the word. And hey, KB, welcome into the chat. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome in. If you're into true crime, I promise you, you've come to the right place. If you need a laugh every now and again, you've definitely come to the right place. There was a lady. Oh man, I should have to tell you guys. I'll tell you at the end, or I'll tell you as I'm flipping through this. But there is a lady, and I hope she comes in. She was a little grouchy in the comment section. I was a little grouchy back. And then she told me she had cancer. She was sorry. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, please come to our chat. We are cool people. I said, most if not, and we all got traumas, come and hang out with us. So hopefully if she's listening in, she'll come in our chat sometime. But this is what I wanted to show you. So Nick has been out here doing the mostest, I mean, what he's been hired to do. I that's what I think. I think he's been hired to cause a disturbance in this case, or like confusion, something, because he makes my head spin with his damn riddles and we got this, but then they really didn't get it. Everything that I've told you, I think that he is, in my opinion, I think that he is a compulsive liar. But I think that's what he was sent in here to do. So I don't know if he's really, I don't know. I don't know at this point what he is. He's something though. He was definitely sent in here to troll us all because maybe a paid troll. I'm really thinking so. Because I don't think people are this, maybe they are this arrogant and dumb. So at night, which we all know he owns, I do have it up here on his oh, that's Cholo's now. Let's see. Over here, I got his LinkedIn up. We'll go over this later, but you see it says oh, where did I just see it at? Nick at night. Okay, where was I just saw it? I'm sure you guys have probably already seen it. I can't even find it right here. It says One World Media full-time director of artificial intelligence. Director of artificial intelligence. What? I'm gonna make up names. Someone make me up a good name for my business. I mean, I have a business. I can change my title. Let's change it up. Just have to, I mean, and I'll give you guys all titles too. I just can't pay you. But I'll have like, oh my gosh, do you know how many people? Oh my gosh, we could have 225, 224. Someone just left. That we didn't need that employee anyway. So on the third, or let me double check my before I say that. On the third, okay. So on December 3rd, there was a public update, and this is the public update that came out for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. So basically, what this is going to talk about, if you guys don't know and you haven't read over this yet or haven't heard it, it's a statement that was put out from Nick the Hat talking about this company, Albedo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. They are a satellite company that takes, like, I guess, digital like photos from up high, really in depth. I don't know a whole lot about the company, but apparently Nick did his homework, but not quite enough. Yeah. So this is the post. It says, public update on finding Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, December 3rd, 2024. This was yesterday. The team at Night Private Intelligence is dedicated to finding answers about the disappearance of 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We want to share some recent progress in this important investigation. Updates about new satellite images. Oh, really? Okay. On December 2nd, so the day before this was written, thanks to our work with experts in the field, at Night they received very clear satellite photos. So they received very clear satellite photos. That means they had them from our friends at Albedo Technology and other intelligence imagery providers who are experienced in taking pictures from space. These satellites take extremely clear pictures, which help us look closely at specific areas that helps us to, 1, spot cars, objects, and people clearly. 2, see patterns in how things move or happen in important areas. 3, use these images alongside other tools like home security cameras or car dash cams to understand the situation better. I don't think that the people can be that clear. That's just my personal opinion on that. It says focus on Hartsville Pike and Echnock. I don't know how to say that way. Let's see how you say that. How do you say this word? Echnock? Enoch Way. Right now, we are focusing on Hartsville Pike and Enoch Way, important areas linked to the time right before Sebastian disappeared. We are trying to find any clues or evidence there. We are particularly interested in identifying some vehicles that showed up in the satellite pictures and need further checking from different views. So they've got these satellite pictures, right? I want to make sure you see how many times he says they have them. We are asking anyone who has information about people or vehicles in this area from Wednesday, February 21st, 2024 to Monday, February 26th, 2024 to help us. I need to look it up to see how big that area is. This could include security camera footage that can be matched with our satellite pictures. That's 3 times. If you're someone you know has security camera or dash cam footage from this area during these dates, or if you know anything about these individuals or vehicles, please contact at Dog the Bounty Hunter at blah, 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 or at night. So no more Sumner County in there. Usually they'll put Sumner County in there. I think it's because this is bogus bullcrap, which we're going to find out in a minute that it is. So I got on their website last night when I saw this. And I was like, I can't even click the buttons, just like, his at night, One World Corp deal. So I think it's just because theirs isn't put together yet. So then you have Nick, shout out at Albedo. I don't know how to say the name. And because he wants to put this right here. He wants to show everybody what this company does. It was a reason for his dumbass reason. He was like, I'm going to shout him out. And thinking they're maybe too big of a company. They wouldn't look. They wouldn't care. I don't know. Maybe something like that, right? But they did. So first post. And I loved it. From the company Albedo. That's what we're calling Albedo. Hey, Nick, we're glad y'all are seeing positive progress on finding Sebastian while we currently don't have any satellites in orbit. How'd you get them satellite pictures, Nick? Our first one launches in about 3 months. He went to the future. Oh my God, that's what it is. He's got a time machine. That's okay. That's what it is. He jumped into his time machine. Got it. We got it. You dumbass, Nick. Love this company. I love this company. I do. I just love them. We look forward to helping with these types of use cases once we are capturing imagery. Best of luck. Hello Effect said, awkward. I'm sorry. That made me laugh. Thank you for clarifying that Nick the Hat is a liar to the father of Sebastian Rogers and the entire Sebastian army. He has given false information to the entire case by saying you have given him several space pictures to harass a family. This is missing a loved one. Or that is missing a loved one, they're supposed to say. Good God, how embarrassing. That's so funny. Where's his, where's all of his buddies? Where's the lawyer? Where's the dog? So, yeah, this is from his, and this is from his, page. So then at night, Nick is at night. So at night comes out with this bogus post. Let's go back and just remember what we're dealing with here. At night comes out with this post, which is Nick coming out with this post about satellites. He got pictures 3 different times. We saw it 3 or 4. Then you've got Nick coming out, shouting out the place, and the place is saying, Nick, hey, Nick, we don't even have satellites in space, so we don't know how you got our space pictures. We're launching in 3 months. So then you have at night again coming out to correct the whatever the company that the first post that we looked at. So he's correcting his own post. This is weird. This is making my head spin. So are we talking to Nick? I mean, we are, but does he put on a different hat when does he like Mr. Rogers? He comes in, puts on his cardigan, he changes into his cardigan and changes his shoes. And then that's when he's at night. But before that, he's Cat the Hat. I mean, asking for myself because I'm freaking confused, right? Several personalities. I mean, we could probably name a couple more. He's got job titles for them all. You remind me of Chip Koppel. Look it up. I just did him a favor. That guy used to make fun of, he used to make so many profiles about, oh my God. Oh. And then just comment on his fake profile was fake names, saying he was a fake basketball player. Oh my gosh. For realsies. For realsies. So this is the update. This is the corrected post. And this is so weird, isn't it? Okay. Public update plus correction on the search. And this was today, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah. My dog's back here snoring. And correction for the search of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Let's see what this says. The At Night team remains solitude in our pursuit of uncovering the truth behind the disappearance of 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We prioritize transparency while safeguarding the integrity of our efforts. Clarification on Albedo. I need to look that up. Technology and other providers. Okay, and other providers. In our previous update, we inadvertently misrepresented the role of Albedo technology. To clarify, Albedo is set to launch in February. While we are engaged in discussions with their partners, this is a bunch of bullcrap. We intend to utilize their high-resolution imagery during phase 4 of our investigation. Currently, we're in phase 2. Still in phase 2, but you flew through phase 1 in about a week. And you've been here 2 months tomorrow. So happy birthday. During this phase, we have utilized imagery from 4 distinct providers. However, due to an increase in unsolicited phone or calls to organizations we collaborate with, we will refrain from disclosing their identities at this time. That's bullcrap. No one is unsoliciting calls to anybody. Who? You named one company and nobody called Albedo or whatever they're called. They came out themselves. We're going to look this word up. I keep saying it wrong, I bet. Albedo. During this phase, we have utilized imagery from 4 distinct providers. Get out of here. Now you're with another lie, but you can't give us a name because they're not real. And not, in my opinion. We're not doing that anymore. Yeah, we're not doing that. During this phase, we have utilized imagery from 4 distinct providers. I'm just laughing at that. However, due to an increase in unsolicited calls to organizations we collaborate with, we will refrain from disclosing their identities at this time. Nick, get your butt up on this panel. Come and talk to us. Furthermore, we have come to the attention of a self-proclaimed private investigator who has made threatening and misleading calls to corporations under false pretenses, claiming to be retained by Kate, they said Kate, again, Proudfoot. This individual has employed unconventional and deceptive tactics to obtain information. Aren't you already in the works with SF and stuff, or is this someone else? A formal report is being prepared and will be submitted to the state of Tennessee regarding this matter. Who are they talking about now? Heather. That is true. They have not used a single working brain cell. And where's what's his name? Dog. Where's Dog at? Big Dog. He ain't in any of this mess, is he? He said, I'm not in this. So it says on December, where were we at? Okay. Satellite imagery and current focus. On December 2nd, 2024, this is the same day that they obtained this crucial imagery from Albedo. But they said, no, we didn't give it to you. They don't care. And then this is going to be the same thing, I believe, actually. It's going to say, like, yeah, we obtained crucial satellite imagery that provides highly detailed visuals, enabling us to identify vehicles, objects, and individuals with clarity, monitor key locations for patterns and movements, correlate satellite data with other resources, including security cameras and dash cam footage. Our primary focus is on Hartsville Pike and Ecknock Way, areas connected to Sebastian's disappearance. Is that where, like, the Texas Roadhouse is, like, on the corner of or something? Are we going to, like, look this up and that's what it's going to say? Like, Google Maps. I guess I could have done Google Earth. That'd be in Gallatin, it says. Hartsville Pike. Yeah. I'm trying to see, like, okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna see what it does if it, like, Stafford Court. Like, it's 22 minutes. Okay, that's kind of confusing. I don't want to do the directions. It's not letting me put it back on there. Okay, never mind. It is a corner road, though. Maybe if I, like... Okay. Like, this is... Does anybody know what this is near? Like, it's 20 minutes away from his house. 22 minutes away? Like, has anybody seen this area before? Because this doesn't look like, I mean, I don't know. They're just putting it out there. I do kind of want to look through his wanted to go back to Nick's page really quick. Funny. It's funny that they don't even have, like, any satellite images there. Because they don't have satellites up yet. Like, how... And there was still people, like, in the comments. I should have showed you the comments going, "Go Nick, that's awesome." And people are like, "Do you guys not see the, like, that they just posted and that they have no satellites in the sky? They did not give them any images." Very weird. Okay, so 6 hours ago, he likes to do his emojis. I don't get this. I don't get how this helps Sebastian. A toilet, a guy, a steak, a girl, and a selfie. Well, the only people that I know that be eating steaks are Tony and Betty. Are they going to be taking selfies? Like, I don't know who they're talking about. I don't know. Maybe you guys will know. Maybe you'll know. I don't know. I just think that I think it's entertainment for him. I don't know. I don't get him. So, maybe that's what it is. Look at this guy. Do you have anything new? Let's go over here for just a sec. No, but he likes to put these out for at night. I don't understand. Same thing. So yeah, nothing. They all literally just copy and and paste the same crap. And they do it all at the same time. So it's one person doing it and it's Nick. Let's be real. Oh wait, I went too far. He's the content creator, That's what he says on his little thing. Like, oh no, I didn't go too far. I thought I did. I don't know why he has Forrest running 21 hours ago, but oh look, another riddle. Like 3 of them. Can we see if this is like I was just seeing if we could find these like riddles online, I sold my own through a secret line, a burner phone, my only sign. I hope that you have burner phones because they're like traceable. The truth I hide, the skill with skill and art, the evidence close, I played my part. I wonder if he was like in drama when he went into school. He had to have been in drama class. He had to have been. Had to have been in drama class. He had to have been the one. Maybe he could. Maybe hey, him and Elon, they're tight. They're tight like that. Like him and Trump. I bet Trump could buy him a satellite. Shoot. I don't know if he could. Actually, Trump's be losing money. But, it says, "Who am I? With guilt so deep, a bond portrayed, a secret to keep." You're yourself. You don't want us to tell you what we think you are, but you're something. 149 people liked this. And what's with the spade and then the selfie? I don't get it. Pee Wee Herman. He does look like Pee Wee Herman. That's what I said. Kiwi mate. A while back when I first saw him, I was like, he looks like Pee Wee Herman. I said Mr. Rogers at first, and then I was like, wait, no, wrong guy. Thank you. Thank you. That's where the Bower Sox live. Okay. So now we know why they think that. Okay. Addicted to selfies. Yeah. Could be. Could be. I was just astounded when I saw when I saw that they didn't have that those satellites up there. So I want to show you guys this because white boy's not right. He done called Subaru Steve. Okay. So you guys, everyone know who Subaru Steve is? If you don't, he's a guy on the app that acts like he's going to have these big, huge interviews or something. He's a clickbait channel. He'll say interview with Katie Proudfoot, and it's him in his car or like in a small like closet or something, and he's talking to the camera. Like the camera's Katie. Like to me, that's a little unhinged. It's just unhinged. That's just unhinged. I mean, tell me whatever you like, call me what you want, but he's a little out there. But so is White Boy. White Boy Lockdown Radio is as well. So that's why these two were perfect. This was perfect. This was like beyond comedy gold. Okay. This is Subaru Steve over here to the right. And then White Boy. And I'm going to put his link in the chat so you can watch the whole video because this is just going to be part of it. But make sure you go over there and you watch it because he does parodies and stuff of other people. And I think they're just funny. So Subaru Steve decided to give out his phone number on a live. I don't know why he did that. He's not a call-in show. And I guess that was like his personal, I think it's like personal number. Like the way he read that off, that was definitely a personal number. Like you asked me my number, I'd have to be like, I don't know. Like my Google number, but my personal number, I could read it off. This guy just, yeah. So basically White Boy Lockdown Radio takes the number and he's like, I'm going to call him. And it's pretty funny. So I thought we'd watch it, get a little laugh in. And let's see where it's at right here. And thank you guys all for being here. I think he's calling him right here. Man, I clicked on it right time. I thought I did. I think he's putting the number in maybe. Okay. And so the video, his video, the title of it is Man Harassing Chris and Katie Proudfoot Gets Dose of His Own Medicine. Oh, wait, actually, you guys can't hear it. You can't hear it, can you? I don't think you guys can hear it. Let me stop sharing because earlier it said I had lost like I lost like volume or something. So it was just ringing. Phone was just ringing.
Is this Steve? Can you hear me, Steve?
I can.
Hey, Steve, what's up? It's Billy, a big fan from the show. I watch the show all the time. It's Subaru Steve.
Yeah.
Hey,
can you guys hear it now? Oh yeah, you guys can hear it now. Okay.
I watched the show. I first watched you when you were doing the show me how to build the cake, make the bake cake. But I got really interested when you started covering the Sebastian Rogers case. And I
don't know what the flashing is.
I was watching like when you started talking to both Betty and the passionate and the urgency within your voice when you read the letters to the parents. I just really appreciate what you do. And I just wanted to tell you that. Well, there's a couple things like, what got me to your channel was the stash. The stash is curved
What's
down
the
Popeye.
stash?
Like, it kind of reminds me of my uncle. You know what I mean?
Talking about his mustache.
But I think you're kind of a fucking mental case the way that you attack the parents without any evidence And it's almost a complete scumbag move how you just relentlessly try to tarnish their name, embarrass them on social media, make them feel like dirt, and you have no evidence. You're watching YouTube channels, you're repeating bullshit like people like Bullhorn Betty, and you look like a chomo yourself. No, Steve, I want to tell you to go fuck yourself, and I'm going to make 15 videos a year. Well, Steve, why'd you hang up? Steve didn't appreciate when I did his own little game.
Steve hung up on him. Steve didn't like that. Steve was like, I'm out of here. But I just thought I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious because there's not a lot of people that will call, straight call someone. I'll do it. I mean, y'all saw me. I've done it a couple of times on here, but that was for different reasons. Yeah. I was like, you know what? As soon as I saw the title, I was like, oh God, what'd you do? What'd you do? He does different little like parodies on it too. It's pretty funny. So I'll just share this tab with you next. This is just Nick's Facebook. I think that there was more of his little riddles on here. Maybe they were on the other page. Oh yeah, they were. We were done with that. So the next one, the spade completes my royal flush. Your streak ends here. 23 hours ago. Like, I don't know. I guess it's the same person because they've got the guy, the steak, and the girl. So it has to be a guy and a girl. Is it Clue? I don't know I don't know what these mean, but he's the worst troll. I hate trolls. Oh, that was White Boy Lockdown. I put his I have it right here. I put his video in the chat, but I put it right there again. And so if you want to watch the whole video, because in the beginning of it, he can't even stop. He laughs, like he knows it's going to be a funny video, apparently, because he was laughing in the beginning of it. But yeah, Nick graced our presence with his first video, September the 5th of 2024. We're going on 2 months of dealing with his bullcrap. Yeah, maybe we should watch his first video again. This was just his Facebook. Look, green hoodie, where are you? We will find you. Like, did he say anything about the green hoodie on his Facebook or on his Twitter, X, whatever? I think that we've seen them all. I don't understand why you do dumb things like this when you're supposed to be part of this injunction Rico crap. I mean, I looked it up. There's not been any documents filed, so I don't know what's going on with that. December 2nd, he put, people may have always been gullible, but they're not blind. Lie to them enough and they won't trust you to tell them the sun is rising. Okay. Maybe that's something for fun. And then somebody was live, but he's like, let's light a YouTube up in green. And whoever it was, they deleted their video. So there's that. I guess they didn't stand 10 toes down on that shit, did they? They sure didn't. He likes to put this Taylor Swift song on his page. He's done this like twice now. I don't know why. He just likes to do that. What is this? Okay, never mind. I thought this was someone talking to him. Hey, green hoodie, catch me outside. Are you really serious? Like, if you were seriously, if this guy was serious and this person was let me get White Boy off there so that White Boy don't think we're talking about him. But I'll just share this tab with you. No, I don't even know what I was going to say. So I didn't want to scream it with him on there. Oh, no, okay. So if he was so passionate about Sebastian and finding Sebastian, he wouldn't be putting out crap like green hoodie guy. We're looking for a guy with a green hoodie. No, you're not. That's a lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. If you're going to go out there and try to be Rambo or whatever, go do that. But don't put anything that you find or you do or you lie about on the internet. We don't need to know. We don't want to know. Nobody wants to know. Nobody cares to know. We're only using it as content for the moment. I mean, really, seriously, that's what people are using it for. So we can laugh at you. Like he thinks he's getting somewhere and he's not. He is not. Not by any means. He's literally saying, catch me outside. Like, Nick, come on now. Come on. You're looking for either an Oregon hoodie or a Packers or United States Army, or it could be any of these. It just has to be green. If you own a green hoodie and you live in Tennessee, actually, if you live anywhere in the world, if you have a green hoodie, throw it away. Throw it away. Just get rid of it. Don't wear it again. I wore a green shirt yesterday. Uh-oh. Sweet one, yeah. They were deleting. I'm surprised the posts were still up for sure. I don't know if I said hey to you, honey Odler, but hey, welcome in. Hey, Joe Madre. The riddles are ridiculous. They are. Hey, Glenda. I'm just reading the chat. They really do need to be called out. He's as funny as PHP. Yeah, and his mustache wasn't that great, was it? But I mean, before, let's see. I don't know if I want to go back that far. Like before, and the people that he's promoting, it's just, But before Sebastian, he wasn't doing anything. Like he wasn't talking to anybody or about anybody or anything. The last case that he talked about was Daniello Cavalcante. It's going to be, it'll take me probably 3 years to get there, but what's these? Okay. Who the heck is this April? Who the heck's April Dawn? No, lady, you need to sit down. Okay, that lady needs to sit down and take a spot somewhere because I don't even know who she is. So for her to say she had any role in Sebastian's disappearance, getting it out there to the public, I'm going to say no because I don't even know who she is. Maybe that's just me, though. Yep, Akira, you're right. I don't think she talked to anybody. And if she did talk to somebody, I wonder, like, I seriously wonder, okay, a hoodie. Say it's getting cold out right now, like weather, February, what is it? It was February, it was 50 degrees at night. So 50 degrees, think about that. You would probably wear a hoodie over your work uniform, let's say to work at the Texas Roadhouse, right? Let's just say that. And let's say you go out for a break and you have your cigarette or vice versa, and you have your lighter, but you need a cigarette, or you have a cigarette and you need a lighter. Maybe you would have an encounter with Katie right outside the restaurant that lasted under a minute. And Sebastian could have looked up. That's just bogus and bull crap of a statement. That's not even true. That the satellite images must have got that for him. And looked at this guy like he knew him, but he was mad at him or something. And then, like, I don't know. I don't believe any of it, but I do believe that if it was anybody that talked to Katie that night walking out of there, it was probably a worker saying, "Do you have a cigarette I could bum?" "No, sir, I don't." But where are they getting the picture of Sebastian and the way he looks? And that they know that he knows this guy by looking at him, but he doesn't acknowledge him. Are these the satellite images? Hey, Yvonne. Like I know you're out there listening somewhere, Nick. It's not here. It's somewhere else, buddy. Okay. So we got Joseph Lesniak. I think his is pretty like spot on. And then we have Nick the Hat, so Director of Artificial Intelligence. Wonder what is that? What is that role? One World Media. We like changing the names of them all the time. Full time. I work at my job. I work at my business full time too. But I work mine way more than you do. He's a hybrid. New York, United States hybrid, meaning different, multiple. No, you can't even go to multiple cities. You're not allowed. So then before this, he was Chief Content Officer. And this place, this is their, they got 11 followers, but they have 200 to 500 employees. Do not lie to us, Nick. This is your company too, isn't it? Who knows if this was an LLC? This might have just been like one of them. I'm just going to pretend like I have a company. It's going to be called this. But if you have 200 to 500 employees, but 11 followers, you got a problem. I got more people that follow me and I don't even go on LinkedIn. So this is it. I forgot to show to you. I was like yelling about it, but this is it. Like there's nothing here. Post. Let's see what his posts are. Oh, nothing. He worked here 9 years. You're the content creator person for this? Look, this is crazy. Specialties, political criticism, exclusive membership for students, rating politicians, and political report cards. Oh, yeah. And when you go to this website, do I still have it up? No. Let me copy this. You can't go to the website. The website doesn't load. There we go. Yeah, this is what it says. So the place that he worked at for 9 years, they're what? No typo. That's what he had it in there as. So it says it on the screen, typo. Just trying to exit out some of this stuff. But yeah, like let's go back. Maybe one more time. Maybe okay. So then he worked over here 13 years. Chief Executive Officer. Original Media Group Corporation. How much want to bet he owned this company too? These are the 3 people that worked there, I guess. I don't even know if this place has like a page. American Media Producer. Producer for what? Talent buyer, national correspondent, and then he was a talent manager. Mad decent. 6 years, 7 months. It's a record label. So he's a recording artist too. What I mean, what is he not? Is he not? He's everything. He's everything, you guys. He's like Mad Decent is a record label based out of Philadelphia, PA, and is owned and operated by Thomas Wesley Pence. Get out of here. No. You done are lying now. You are lying. You're a liar. Total employees. Let's see, how many employees do they have? Let's see. Post. No post. Jobs. No jobs. People. $47 associated members. Okay, well, how about that? Not many jobs, but they all sound like they're his. In my opinion, that's in my opinion, because I can't tell yet, but they look like it. I mean, there's no jobs, there's no post. The about is very like, let's see if this even opens up. Oh, this actually does. Okay, so artist. Look at this. Do you think that he knows any of these people? I don't know. I'm going to say no. Oh, they won't let me go down anymore. What is this? Okay. Can you go to these? I don't really know if I want to do it. Let's see if we can contact. Okay, demos. It took me nowhere. It took me right here. Shop. Oh, but they've got their store merch. Like, oh, this is some weird stuff. Okay. It's his friend's dad's company. Okay, I'm like, this is some weird stuff. Right here. Wondering if there's anything else that we needed to talk about. I'm trying to think. I mean, we could always go over Nick's first video that he put out. He's graduated, Let's see if he's actually put anything new out since we've been on here. Because he is entertainment. I mean, he shouldn't be. But he is, because it's like, it's to the point where it's like, are you for real? Like, you've got people wondering why you're putting toilet emojis, and I mean, I don't want to know. I don't want to know about the toilet emoji. Let's see. Let's go back to his page. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh. People are out of control with the fighting on YouTube. I just went and just to go to Nick's page, and it's like they keep going back and forth because they know that's bringing a lot of people into their chats, and they're doing it on purpose. People just don't realize it. They did it last year too. I don't think it was as bad last year. So they must have got their income from last year, remembered it, and they're like, okay, now we're really going hard this year, because they're going hard. They're going hard. Like, one person gets off live, the other person goes live, then the other person goes live, and the other person goes live. I'm just like, what the? And then for the, you know what I mean? It's just, ooh. Well, maybe I need a lawsuit so I can get thousands of money thrown at me. I'm just kidding. I don't want a lawsuit. That's too much time. That's too much time and effort and energy. No, I don't have it. But I'm just saying, it's crazy to me. It's just crazy. So he hasn't posted since 3 days ago, but he has been. I looked at his oldest video, and it's not the oldest, but oh, look at that. 1 year ago. We should look at him right here. He was talking about Daniela Cavalcante and then Joshua Zimmerman. And I want to say those are the only ones. So let's see. His oldest video. The search has brought in a true crime journalist, Nick the Hat. Many locals say they are relying on his media post for updates on the search. How old is that Cadillac you're driving, buddy? That's an antique right there. Look at that dashboard. It's newer than I thought, but this was 1 year ago, and he still had the sunglasses. He's been having them since 2019. Basically, JLR would go at like night and he would go during the day and stream. And they were the only two people out there, so they got pretty lucky with that, you know. I was just gonna look at his old videos, but they're all from like 1 year ago and then 5 months ago they just stopped. Look at this face right there. Looks like he needs some sleep in my thumbnail. What's his most popular video? Look at that. Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian. Hong doing Sebastian. And then that goes on to his one little 50-second clip. And then Sebastian again. Sebastian. That's probably all the Sebastian videos he's actually done, because he's only done, you know, a handful, but Dogs team lied to twice in 2 days amid search for Sebastian Rogers. We must have stopped watching them. We watched this one though, and his mouth was taped. Doesn't say we did, but we did. And then this is, we watched this. Oh, yeah, I think we watched that on a different thing, so we don't need to watch all of his. I'm gonna fix my my screen here a little bit. Okay, that's better. With my little Christmas background. Methodist, Nick. I see him as a Catholic. I am. A lot of people in Pennsylvania feel like are. All Sebastian, yeah. No update. I know. Wish we had an update. I even typed his name in like Google. I'll do it again. just to see like what, would come up. And it was all old, Now Derek I can't remember his last name. The guy that does the videos with Stephanie Harlow, he put out a new video. If you guys would like, I will put the link to it in the chat. And we'll hit up Twitter really quick. We'll see if there's anything over there. And then I could put that in the chat for you guys if you guys want something to watch. That's, I heard that it's really good. I heard that it's non-biased. He doesn't get into the bull crap. He's an ex-law enforcement, I believe. So, yeah. And then in Joshua's case, we were talking about Joshua McCoy, the little boy that was he was sleeping with his mom, napping with her, and then she woke up and he was gone, and they found him a couple hours later and he was deceased. Well, now we know that somebody murdered him, that he just didn't wander off and the elements didn't get him. So that was like a huge thing that came out yesterday. So they're still looking for his mom. There was pills seized and stuff from the house. It's really sad. Oh, they lit the Rockefeller Christmas tree 27 minutes ago. Hold on, let me share this with you. I've always wanted to go see them light the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It's like I'm not a huge Christmassy person, but this I would want to go see. Like, let's see if we can look at it. They're all cheering. Look how big that tree is. It's massive. That's a big tree. That's a big tree. That's really cool that they do that. Oops. Yeah, I want to go someday. One of these days. I'll be there to see that. Maybe my 40th. Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear about the 2 kids that were injured in Wednesday's elementary school shooting? There was a school shooting that injured 2 kids. I guess it was a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old. Though children remain hospitalized as they receive treatment for their injuries, the suspected gunman was pronounced dead at the scene. So, yeah. I think that's all I really have for you guys. And then the UnitedHealthcare CEO, did you hear about that guy that got shot in like the middle of New York? I thought about I was going to go over that tonight because it was so crazy. You can't leave your spot to pee where? I just diaper it up. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Just kidding. I mean, I wonder what they do. They would have to have they'd have to have something there because people in New York, they don't care. That was, yes. I want to go over that. You think it was Italian mafia? I mean, wow. Yeah. It's crazy. Let me see if we can. Yeah, the elites took him out. The question is, did he know? Like, to walk up with somebody so coldly and unalive them. I think he was on his way to work because they said it was in the morning hours. So let's see what it says here. Actually, I can probably get on here. I don't want to lose that page for you guys. We'll get on News Nation and we'll see what they say real quick. Okay. He's probably scared to walk to work. I was gonna say that. I wonder if he was still alive at that point. You know what I mean? Like, too bad there was nobody right there to, like, just tackle that guy. I mean, be a hero. Oh, sorry. You guys can't even hear that, sorry. Sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I was, like, in my own world listening to that. I was like, "Holy crap." Let me bring it back. Actually, I hate StreamYard. I really do. I hate it with a passion. You click the buttons, they don't click. Like, yeah, this is on here twice. I don't even I'm gonna have to start making sure. Okay.
Let's bring in former FBI supervisory special agent James Galliano and Jonathan Bush. Why? Co-founder of Athena Health, CEO of Zeus Health, understands this man's role in this world. Now, first of all,
so we just got done talking about if anyone's coming in late, we just got done talking about Nick the Hat and all their madness that they're causing around the Sebastian Rogers case. Tomorrow it'll be like his second month anniversary of being here, that he's been on the YouTube streets torturing us with his videos and X post. So now we're watching this United Healthcare worker. He was the CEO. He was gunned down in the middle of New York this morning, and so everybody's been talking about it. I was going to actually do the live over this, but I didn't. So that's what we're watching right now. So that's why it's a little different. If you're wondering, like, this isn't Sebastian, that's why.
Well, thank you both, fellas. Jimmy,
let me make sure you guys can hear it.
Do you think this is a pro? Do you think this is a guy that could have been paid to do this? Or do you think it's someone who's mimicking a pro to the untrained eye, but you see distinctions?
Chris, I do see distinctions. And I think if you look at it from this perspective, there's a lot of ways to game plan this thing. You talked about standoff. Obviously, in combat, you want standoff. You don't want to be close to somebody, and that's why rifles are preferable. In this instance, if this had been a hired assassin, somebody that had done this a number of times, I think there would have been a closing of the distance. We know from what the police have said is that he had a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. It appears that there was a suppressor, and I've heard it incorrectly stated that it's a silencer, but a suppressor. So it basically reduces the sound intensity, which kind of made it unwieldy. As you see him moving and closing in on Thompson, you can see he has to 3 times try to clear out what could have been a jam related to a stovepipe where, a shell casing doesn't eject completely or a round gets caught up behind another round before the firing pin can come forward. Yeah, Chris, he's very calm, cool, collected. You can tell by his gait, he's unhurried. It's interesting that he chose this particular time in this particular moment. We know that Thompson had been in town since Monday, so I'm assuming the assassin had an idea of what his schedule was. But to wait at this period of time in the morning, just before rush hours beginning, Chris, it's befuddling. His getaway seemed to do a good job with that, going on the right streets and heading towards Central Park. Why is that key? The vast majority of the island of Manhattan is blanketed by cameras, whether they belong to the PD or whether or not they belong to a grocery store owner or a bodega owner. But to be in Central Park with all of the expanse of the green spaces, a good place for the killer to go to.
Johnny, your perspective on what this guy meant in the business, why he'd be a target, the information about the insider trading investigation, the suggestions from the wife that people were pissed off. You coordinate that with the mean tweets of people calling that assassin a hero. Tell us about the climate and the concerns with somebody like this.
Well, obviously one theory, Chris, is that this is literally shooting the messenger. What is a health plan? It's the messenger. It's the guy who takes all the costs of the hospitals and the drugs and the Ozempics, rolls it up, attaches it to the actuary and says, hey, next year it's going to be this number, right? This is open enrollment. This quarter is when people get their new bills for what healthcare is going to be next year. And so obviously one theory here is that there's an outraged, disgruntled child of a cancer patient, et cetera, who's received a rate increase and is complaining. Obviously, the cost of care, the percentage that United gets for being the underwriter, the manager of the network, the payer of the claims is tiny compared to all the other pieces. So, but when you see your bill, it's got the United logo on it. So obviously one theory here is that somebody was driven over the brink by the usual, as you described it, they screw us. They don't screw you. I mean, they do their best to make money, but they're rolling up the costs of hospitals that are forming vertical monopolies in New York and drug.
I'm sorry, but they do screw you in the drug company. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to pay $50 for one pill.
Companies that are keeping their patents.
Or thousands of dollars for your IV treatments and your, cancer treatments and things of that nature. What do you mean?
Longer than they should, and all the other things going on in healthcare.
If you don't put
But I think it's important to remember this is a guy running a Fortune 60 company, Chris. Right. This isn't a national icon. This is an American icon at a time when old Vladimir Putin is at 35% of his entire budget on defense. His inflation is 20%, and he's going kinetic all over the world. You had the DHL jet crashing in Vilnius. You have the trains in the Czech Republic. You have the assassination attempt on a different CEO in Germany of an arms manufacturer. There's plenty of interest in taking American icons and making them pot-stirring mechanisms, getting people saying horrible things on Twitter, as we've seen.
They can't say nothing about him now. He's dead.
In these tragic,
they can, but
horrible statements by people about this nice father and husband. It's worth noting there's a theory here that isn't just
that's sad.
Heartbreak about the cost of healthcare, but
that's sad.
Is more cynical attack on all of us.
Well,
by picking off a lovely guy on his way to an investor meeting.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Yeah, I mean, he did look like a nice guy. That's sad. Like he was just, and then he just walked. He got on an e-bike. Oh, that was smart. Yeah, I guess it does say a statement. I mean, I would say more of like, I mean, I guess people could get really upset, and they do see that logo on their healthcare bill. And I can't imagine. I mean, I can, but I can't imagine. I can totally imagine, but I'm grateful that I don't have to imagine that, you know? But did you guys know, I was just over there looking, and it says here the Blue Cross, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, which that's who I had my whole life growing up. They're no longer going to cover anesthesia for the full length of certain surgeries in Connecticut, New York, and Missouri. If the surgery exceeds a specific duration, anesthesia cost for the additional time will not be covered. So if you have a surgery that costs or that lasts 3 hours, they're only going to pay up maybe for 2 hours of anesthesia. So are these doctors going to work faster? Because I don't want to feel a thing. That's what I would say. So sad. Man. Yeah, downtown. I mean, well, you think you wouldn't, but then again, it's like, I mean, it's a big building. I'll be right out, sweetheart. It's my other dog's at the door. Yeah. Or own suppressors, yeah. I didn't know that was 9mm. I thought it had a suppressor on it, but I still thought it was a longer gun for some reason. I thought it was like a, I can't think of what it's called. I can't think of what it's called now. Nobody owns a silencer or a suppressor. Yeah, JC, my aunt, she used to be the nurse that would have to go into people's rooms and tell them like they're dying. And like I used to think that I don't know how she could do that job. Like she'd have to cry every night after work. She didn't work the job very long. She couldn't do it. I mean, she worked it for a few years, but it was like it really took its toll, you know. Then you have to tell family and stuff. And not a Glock. I was thinking it was a revolver. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know why I was thinking it was a revolver. Why it wouldn't be something semi-automatic? I mean, if you're going to do that, but for some reason I thought it was a long revolver. See, and I think that if you only hit him the one time, if somebody would have like somehow intervened or like got that guy. Oh yeah, maybe we'll cover this case tomorrow then, because they might have like a bunch of like more stuff out, you know, like the GPS and stuff of him and where he went. Yeah, I thought it was a revolver myself. I haven't shot a gun in a long time. It's been like 10 years since I've shot a gun. I like shooting guns. They're fun. You know, I lived in the country, so yeah, let's cover that one. That'll be good. They found the phone in the alleyway too. Oh, okay. Because I haven't like really watched a whole lot about it. So I'll watch some stuff tonight, and then tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. So I'm gonna jump off here in just a minute, and then I have my eye doctor at 2:00. I go get my eye made. So I'm excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited because you know you only get the one shot. You better just make it really, really good. Make it extra good. So yeah, you know. Wow, Mary Beth, M16. See, but the thing is with a burner phone, you can still trace them now. That's what I don't get. We just went over a case. They got them at the Walmart. She got them at the Walmart. I mean, they right where it was. KB investigates. Really? He is a fraud. He hasn't blocked me yet. I don't know how I've gotten so non-lucky to be, I'm still on the list. I called him to come over today. I didn't call him. I said on here, get your butt up on the panel, but he won't. But yeah, you'll have to watch the live. It was pretty entertaining. We just were checking in on another case at the end. But yeah, so I'm going to try to take some like pictures or video of my appointment somehow, like ask him if I can. I know he won't care, but I'm always weird about asking, you know, but I've helped them learn a lot. You know, they should help everybody else learn a little. So maybe I'll at least take a picture of it, like where you guys can see me without it, my prosthetic in. If you ever do want to see that picture, I'll make sure that I tell you before I post it or anything, like, or put it up, you know, because I wouldn't want to scare you guys. You had a Red Ryder and you almost shot your eye out. My nephew had one. They got him one when he was younger, so it was cute when they brought him back again. And I don't know if it was like the original Red Ryder. I think they brought back like that replica. So, but thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. I'll be back on tomorrow evening at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again. And if anything happens in the meantime, I'll jump on for a minute, you know, but I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to go get my dog. She's making noises at the door. So see you guys later. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the like button. Bye, guys.